Hey, Shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, underneath Commanding General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated or associated with any Israelite group. Hey, tonight's topic, is scripture breakdown class here in South Carolina. If you have any questions, make sure you type them into the chat. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure we get those questions answered. Any type of scriptures you need broke down, we'll make sure we get them broke down as well. Tonight's topic, man, we going in on Esau's empire and how it is falling. I mean, everybody's been turning on their news and they're starting to see America starting to fall at a phenomenal rate right now. Just yesterday, they had the CEO of Bed Bath and Beyond jump out the wall. He jump out the window. He was listening to R. Kelly and he believed he could fly, and he decided to take a leap of faith out the window. And you know what happened when he took that leap of faith out that window. Splat. And they said the reason why he decided to jump out of that window was because, guess what? His company was starting to fall. We went on the street corner since 1969 telling you that this empire was going to begin to fall. We warned our people and we told them that this empire is going to fall. We told you that it was going to start raining oppressors here shortly. We told you, don't be surprised when you start seeing these Edomites, these oppressors, jump out the window when this empire starts to fall. We warned you and told you, and guess what? That's how you know the I.S.U.P.K are true priests and prophets. Right. Because it's starting to happen, man. They're already jumping out the window. Don't be surprised when you start seeing your highways start to look like what's a good movie where they had all the blood? Anybody ever seen that movie called Carrie? When she came in there and all the blood was on her, your highways are going to look like that sooner or later, because you're going to have oppressors walking into oncoming traffic when they can't pay the mortgage. All the credit card debt and bills are starting to fold up and they can't do anything about it. That's what's going to begin to happen, man. And it is a glorious thing to see in the eyes of the priests and prophets here in the I.S.U.P.K. No different than what happened in Egypt. When the Lord started to cripple Egypt's economy, guess what? They started to become poor. Right. And how did the Lord cripple Egypt's economy? With plagues. Right. And guess what America is going through right now? Plagues. COVID-19 was a plague from the Lord. Monkeypox is a plague from the Lord. And everything else that conspires with that. When they had to shut down all the jobs due to COVID, you think about all the money that they lost. Bath and Body Works, Bed Bath and Beyond, they couldn't recover from that. Right. And the generals in the I.S.U.P.K tried to tell our people that a lot of these jobs, a lot of these businesses have not recovered from COVID. You got to remember, it happened in 2020. And they forcefully tried to open everything back up in 2021 because they couldn't continue to operate like that. They couldn't continue to allow these businesses to sit down and not generate any money because they know it was bad for the economy. Right. Hell, black people, we were having cookouts and enjoying ourselves. We didn't even care because guess what? We didn't have to slave in this empire like they always want us to do. Right. And that was just more proof to show our people that America needs blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They need us because we fuel this slave ship called America, man. We feed this plantation called America. And they needed us, man. And that's why now the CEO of Bed Bath and Beyond jumped out the window, man. Come.
That boy went beyond, all right?
That boy went.
Hey, he lived up to his company name.
Damn right. Get a Lord in. Mocked them at the same time. Like Maradaki said, that boy went beyond. You know what I'm saying? He went way beyond he thought he could ever go, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? That was the Lord mocking him. Imagine all the money that you know how expensive Bed Bath and what it is, Bed Bath and whatever it is, Bed Bath and Beyond. Beyond the bed and the bath, whatever it's called. Something like that. You got it right, brother. You know what I'm saying? I sent the article to somebody.
Oh, yeah. You sent me an article.
That's the one from Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh.
If not, I can send it to you right quick. I'm sending it to you right now. That ham sandwich over there. All right, come on. And can somebody get me Isaiah chapter 14 verse 9 also? But you can go ahead with that article, guys. Baba Kashar.
Come on. Alright. This is an article from Forbes. Bed Bath & Beyond CEO dies after falling from New York skyscraper.
You know how big them New York skyscrapers is, man. Look, they said if you drop a quarter from the top of the skyscraper, they said it'll go straight through your skin if you at the bottom. They said that's how high it is up there. So the CEO decided to do what Marduk said. He decided to go beyond. He started to take a leap of faith and figure out how far and beyond he can go into the fifth dimension. Go ahead.
Top line, Bed Bath & Beyond CEO Gustavo Arnold died Friday after falling from a skyscraper in New York's Tribeca neighborhood.
Go ahead.
Local police and the home goods giant confirmed Sunday as the company grapples with store closures, layoffs, and falling share prices.
Ooh-wee.
Falling share prices.
And guess what, man? This place, hey, look, the economy is crippling, man.
Right.
You know, when COVID hit, you got to understand something. Nobody was really worried about going to buy candles from Bed Bath & Beyond. Nobody was worried about a soap bomb.
Right.
You know, you had people out here whooping tails over toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? They was fighting over toilet paper, food, trying to figure out how they were going to survive.
Right.
So a lot of places like that where all your oppressors go to shop at, you know, to make little goodie baskets and stuff like that, they took a hard hit. Just like a lot of these local mom and pop stores, they took a lot of hits. Man, I can't even name the number of restaurants that have been closing here in Greenville, South Carolina, where we located at.
Right.
It's like every week you see 2 restaurants closing. Restaurant open in 10 years, closed down. Another restaurant that had been open for 20 years had to close down. Because when that COVID hit, it crushed them. And that was the Lord, man. Get a Lord a hand, man, for, you know what I'm saying? Not for the people dying, but just for plaguing this economy and hitting them where it hurts. Because one thing about this oppressor, man, he loves money, man.
Right.
He loves money, and that's the only way you can cripple this bastard is by touching his money. You can go ahead up.
Okay. New York Police Department Sergeant Anwar Ismail told Forbes the cause of Arnold's death is still under investigation, but it was likely a suicide.
It was what?
Likely a suicide.
Yeah, these devils can't handle oppression like we handle oppression.
Right.
When oppression was put upon us, guess what? We're not jumping out of buildings.
Right.
You know, if anything, brothers might go smoke a blunt or some crack. And I'm not saying either one of those things are right, but we handle depression different. When we don't have food, like, come on, man, you know how many black and brown family households don't have the expensive food in their house, in their refrigerator? You know, we ain't eating organic. You know, we eating beans and rice and cornbread. Guess what? Our Latino brothers doing the same thing. Guess what they over there eating? Beans, rice, and tortillas. It's the same thing because we're the same people. We don't all been through this same struggle, so we don't go out and kill ourselves.
Right.
We adapt.
Right.
But when you have a multi-millionaire like this bastard right here, who's been slaving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians underneath his company for years, he decides to jump out the window like a coward.
Right.
He decides to go and take that leap. You know what? I'm not gonna go through this. I'm just going. Like you a millionaire. Like you filthy rich. And you know I've been hearing people with the conspiracy theories. It's already a bunch of conspiracy theorists already out there. You know they said he was gonna buy CBS. He was gonna buy what's something else they always say they're gonna do. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. That stuff don't matter. Look, he gone. Another one bites the dust. You know what I'm saying? But in his case, another one bites the concrete. You can go ahead, Op.
Arnold was found around noon on Friday at the base of 56 Leonard Street, the address of a famous Tribeca high-rise known as the Jenga. And he was pronounced dead at the scene by emergency medical services, Ishmael said.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was dead on the announcement of the scene.
Right.
Go ahead.
An unnamed law enforcement source told CNN Arnold arrived in a luxury high-rise and his wife witnessed the jump from the 18th floor balcony.
God damn. You think about that, he on the 18th floor at a skyscraper. 18 floors is a long way up. You got to think about it.
Right.
I mean, sheesh. You know, they don't even consider the lobby a floor. They don't even consider the lobby a floor. It's just the lobby.
Right.
Then you go up to the first floor. Then you go to the second floor, third floor. Then when you go 10 floors up, most of your local hotels around here don't even have 10 floors.
Right.
You see the ones that do have 10 floors, they like downtown Greenville. The ones that got 9 to 10 floors, and they are, when I mean they're high up. They're pretty high up. You know what I'm saying? I went to one time I sent to do a delivery. They had 10 floors. When I went to the 10th floor, you looking down, I'm like, damn,
Right.
it's pretty high. It's real high up. So he's 18 floors up. And he decided to take that jump, man.
Right.
Go ahead, Baba Kashaw.
Khan. Bed Bath & Beyond is profoundly saddened by the shocking loss. And the company said in a statement Sunday, Arnold joined the company in 2020 following brief stints at Avon and Walgreens and more than 20 years as an executive Procter & Gamble, according to his LinkedIn page.
He had gave 20 years to this company.
Right.
You think about how much money he done generated with this company, man. You talking millions of dollars. I know Bed Bath & Beyond is an expensive place to go shopping for.
Right.
A damn candle costs $12, $13. And the candle ain't no bigger than what? The candle probably like this big.
Right.
You gonna go in and pay God knows what for that candle, man. Go ahead.
Shares of Bed Bath & Beyond plunged 21%.
They did what?
Plunged 21%.
So the shares, think about what the shares are. The shares are what people make investments in. This is what a lot of people put a lot of their money in. You got to think about how many people put money into this company. And then for one day, it take a 21% nosedive.
Right.
If it would have been 50%, that's half of everybody's shares going down the drain.
Right.
So 21% is a lot of money to take a loss on. Think about it. It's no different than when you pay tithes, right? You pay 10% or whatever your check is. In this case, you're talking about 21% of what you have an investment inside of this economy, man. And it has took a plunge. The CEO of that company, he said, oh, no, this isn't good. You think about what 10% is of what this company is generating. The numbers are phenomenal.
Right.
So you do 21%, the numbers are even more crazier.
Right.
Go ahead.
After the company plunged 21% on Wednesday, after the company announced it will close about 150 of its more than 1,020 stores and lay off roughly 20% of corporate and supply chain staff.
So guess what? This man is starting to figure something out. This economy, this business that they have is going to fall. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's weird.
What was that? Oh, he was looking at it now?
Yeah, you can read that again, Barbara Shaw.
After the company announced it will close about 150 more of its 1,020 stores and lay off roughly 20% of corporate and supply chain staff.
They're gonna have to lay off 20% of the corporate and supply chain staff.
Right.
That is a lot of people to have to lay off. And 150 stores is a lot of money. You say 150 stores now, guess what? Sooner or later, it'll be another 150. Let's say it might be 250 next time they do a layoff.
Right.
And guess what? This is going to start to happen to a lot of so-called businesses, man.
Right.
Don't be surprised when you start seeing a lot more of these big companies, these giant mega companies, start to shut down everything that they have, man. You know, they already saying they short-handed on staff. You know, nobody wants to come in and work. They already saying these things. So now with that happening, guess what? These empires gonna have to shut down. These companies gonna have to shut down their businesses, man. They're gonna have to shut it down because they can't keep people to work there. They're not generating enough money to continue to keep these stores open.
Right.
Hell, people too broke to go in there and spend $15 on the candle.
Right.
I mean, what you want to do? Spend $15 on the candle or spend $15 on food?
Right.
I think I'd rather spend $15 on food. That candle might smell good, but that food smells even better.
Right.
You go ahead, Up.
Bed Bath & Beyond had previously been a favorite of meme stock traders, despite years of struggle. But last month, its stock price began to drop as activist investigator and GameStop chairman Ryan Cohen sold off his stake in the company. In June, the company's ousted CEO Mark Tritton after reporting disappointing earnings that fell short of expectations. In the home goods giant is good of one of dozens of U.S. businesses that has announced cost-cutting measures like layoffs as fears of recession rise.
Get a Lord a hand. Get a Lord a hand. You know what I'm saying? They said this was a home goods giant.
Right.
I mean, they was a giant. Not the what they call them? Not the Neanderthal either. What they call them giant? You know, you stupid idiots out there who believe giants are real. Might as well, goddamn. These fools believe everything. You know how they say in the Bible that giants are real? Yeah, here's the word giant being used, and guess what? The person that jumped out of the window, he wasn't a giant.
Right.
He wasn't a giant. He was just a regular man. But they telling you the home goods giant is just one of dozens of U.S. businesses that announced cost cuttings on the rise and fears of the recession ride. Because guess what? It's going to be in a recession, man. Hell, we've been living through a recession for 400 years, and we have adapted.
Right.
But these oppressors, they can't handle it, man. They can't handle it. They said over a dozen of other giant empire companies have started to lay off a lot more, man. And it's going to get worse, man. Right. Next is going to be some of your restaurants. Yeah, I went. Oh, Sly, you got it up.
No, I was gonna say, shoot, man, that's real heavy that you bring that up, because right here in Simpsonville, where our school is at, shoot, you know, me and Officer Cobb, we was just at the Family Dollar earlier, and what they had up there, we gonna be open this evening.
Whoa!
You it's like, you know, like it was nobody in the store, and I'm talking about, you know, this is, you know, midday, you know, like 4 or 5 p.m. Mainly when it's a lot of businesses.
Right.
But I remember, you understand, like driving through Spartanburg, South Carolina, and like it was restaurants that would literally have one person in the whole fast food restaurant. So they have to do the drive-through, make the food, you know what I'm saying, clean up, and close the stores. You understand? Because people realizing, man, you know, like these slaveries, they just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you go into slavery making what? You know, $10, $12 an hour. Shoot, you know, gas $4 a gallon, pretty much. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's like, man, like it's not adding up. You know what I'm saying? So like, I see why these, you know, like why, you know what I'm saying, these companies are falling, because they don't want to pay anything.
Damn
You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's like they expect us to be their slave, and like expect us to, do all this hard work. But it's like, man, like, okay, well, you about to pay me $12 an hour to, scrub a doggone floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can, try to figure out, some other type of hustle. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we don't, support, drug dealers and all. But it's like, man, like, whether I will make $12 an hour or can I go hit a quick lick?
Damn right.
You hit that quick lick, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? That person still have a family to feed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like he's not able to survive on $10 an hour, man. So it's like that's what America wants. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait for this place to burn in shambles, man.
Right.
We can have that righteous order, man.
Damn right. Give Mardoc your hand, man. Mardoc said it's so heavy, man. We gonna back that up by scripture. Can somebody get James chapter 2 verse 6? You know what I'm saying? Like Mardoc said, he said, man, a lot of brothers and sisters are starting to wake up, and a lot of other people as well, like these heathens and these oppressors that are at a low state in this empire, is starting to realize it's not worth going to work a job making $10 an hour, man. I mean, you working at. I remember working 2 slaveries. I was working at 1 slavery. They were literally paying you $10 an hour to work your tail off. I'm talking about you dealing with all type of criticism. You dealing with threats. You have to work, like, you know what I'm saying? And $10 an hour, that ain't no money, man. Like, that's something for a teenager to make. You know what I'm saying? That's something for a teenager to make. But as an adult with children, that ain't no money, man.
Right.
That ain't no money at all. It's like it. Whenever you got James 2 and 6, could you read, Baba Kushai?
It's the book of James.
Can you read it out loud? Slack if you could, Baba Kushai.
This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 6. But ye have, but ye have despised the poor.
Read that again, not Baba Kushai.
But ye have despised the poor.
The CEO. Go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
ye have despised the poor.
The CEO of Bath and Body Works did what?
The poor.
He has despised the poor, man. And like Mardoc has said, man, a lot of these jobs and these slaveries, man, are working people for literally pennies and nickels, man.
Right.
And brothers and sisters, hey, chill out. Brothers and sisters at the point where they feel like it ain't even worth coming in to work. Like, you get a check, you work every 2 weeks. Imagine you work a job every 2 weeks, right? Like Mardoc said, Family Dollar Store. And it's crazy that you said that, Mardoc, because it's a Family Dollar Store literally right by a house over the railroad tracks. It ain't even, it's just like you said, it ain't even open during the day. I went to one last night, 2 people in there working. I was like, if I was a criminal, I could have just took what I wanted and got out of there. It's not like they don't give a damn. They're like, well, this ain't mine. Take what you want. You think I'm about to die over this?
Right.
You can have it. You got it out.
And if I could too, I mean, like, just like it is with Family Dollar, it's the same way with the Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go into the Dollar General, they don't even really have cashiers.
Damn right.
They have like that self-checkout. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the self-checkout was like, okay, it's no cash. If you need assistance, squeeze this little squishy right here.
Right.
Then hopefully somebody will come here. You know what I'm saying? They too busy trying to stock the shelves. You know what I mean? But that's just some real stuff though. You know what I'm saying? Like we laugh about it, but like it's like, damn, like come on now. Like I gotta squeeze a doggone squishy to get some service.
Hey, look, man, I'm trying to make it to this cookout. You want me to help? Then nobody still comes. You just like, I just walk out with the bags. Forget it. But I ain't telling brothers and sisters to do that, but I have seen it. You know what I'm saying? I done been in there. They got the little squishy thing. They got the thing when you walk by, it makes the noise, beep. And the only reason they come up there because they aggravated. But the Lord is crippling these economy, man.
Right.
Like, you're going to start to see these places fall more and more and more. You got it out.
Like, just one more thing. So,
Come on, go ahead, out. You got it out.
I swear I'm gonna be quiet.
Nah, you too wild about here.
Man,
Nah.
like once again, like men and cars, once again, like we went to Family Dollar, it was closed. So what we doing next, cars? We went to Dollar Tree.
Yeah, right.
They have one restaurant. I'm talking about lines swinging around the doggone whole store. One person working in there. I only seen one person working in there. Did you see Another person? No.
Oh,
It's
like
like
two, three.
it was two people working in there.
Get him.
Two people working in the whole Dollar Tree, and I'm talking about the store is packed. You know what I'm saying? At least what, about like 7 to 10 people at least, right? Probably a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people realizing, man, like, it's not worth it. And what, like they start off with like their minimum wage probably what, like $10, $11. You know what you've been saying, sir?
$10.
Like, what's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? And I seen the Sister Spears, like, dang, like she said that, man. I think like the person like before us, I asked like, yeah, like it's been a long day. She's like, yeah, it's been a real long day, and I gotta stay here till 10 o'clock.
Damn. Damn.
Come on now, like, man, this is pure hell, man.
Right.
Damn. Good. Mark out your hand. Damn, man. The Lord is shutting down these empires, man.
Right.
The Lord is tired of seeing what is happening with the nation of Israel in this kingdom, man. Read that again, not Baba Kashah. Gillette, get him out of there. Get him out of there. Hold him. You can go ahead, Up.
But ye have despised the poor.
Right, and what does the word despise mean? Con, you got it up.
This is a Merriam-Webster dictionary of despise. To look down on with disrespect or aversion.
Damn. That's what these oppressors have did to us, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They have looked down on the poor. Right along with your Christian pastors and your religious leaders.
Right.
Guess what? Just like all of these businesses are closing, your churches are going to close next, man.
Right.
Your churches are going to close next. You better believe it. Listen, right now, right in Greenville, we got to take a good ride, brothers. We got to take a good ride one day. We ain't got class.
Right.
Maybe on a Good Friday, we got to take a ride. And I'm going to show you where they are literally having church right in the goddamn parking lot. Having church right in the parking lot. It ain't, and I mean, it's in between the hotel, in between the gas station. It's some little area where they literally are having church.
Right.
And it's black people just sitting out there. It looked like something you go to go to have a good. I thought they were having a cookout. That's what I seen. I said, damn, I might go get a plate. And then I seen the minister. I said, what the hell?
Right.
I said, damn, this nigga so scared of COVID. But what I really think he's scared of is that monkeypox. Because he's probably a little, his boat rocks. He likes his, slogging. So it's rather than get people sick, let me just do something different. Let me hold it outside and have, service outside. So I'm just like, man, it's just more proof the Lord is against this empire, man.
Right.
You can read that again now, Baba Kashah.
But ye have despised the poor.
Go ahead.
Who not rich men oppress you.
Do what?
Who not rich men oppress you.
Don't rich men oppress you?
Right.
Don't the owners of these multi-million-dollar companies oppress you?
Right.
Come on, man. Listen, man. We work at slaveries. We making pennies, man.
Right.
I work at a slavery. I work for Pepsi. So like, I'm a slave at Pepsi. I slave at Pepsi. Pepsi is holding things for the Super Bowl, commercials for the Super Bowl. I'm talking about Pepsi is worldwide known. They got Pepsi Japan. They got Pepsi China. They got Pepsi Brazil. They got all of these different things. And brothers and sisters are slaving for these companies for literally pennies, man. Because there are rich men that oppress us, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, guys. You got it out.
Like you said earlier, man, these nations are starting to finally see, what they've done to the Lord's children. You know what I'm saying? Now they starting to feel sorry because the Lord coming down on them.
Damn
like,
right.
They don't know what to do.
Damn right.
Just like they oppressed us. Now the Lord is most definitely, he oppressing them.
Damn right. What a cause saying, give a cause a hand. What he's saying is so heavy. He's like, what he said is like, since the rich man has oppressed the nation of Israel for so long, man, now the Lord is going to start to punish them. That's right. Go sit yourself down, son. You got to use the bathroom? Walk around that way. No, walk around the back way. You know what I'm saying? With the Lord, what these devils have been doing to us, man, the Lord is going to start to punish them for what they have done to us, man. They have oppressed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for years, man. Just pick them up, Jalal. Little baby, put it down and go help your sister. You know what I'm saying? It's been time. Time has been due for this, man.
Right.
You think about how much money these devils have made off of blacks and Hispanics picking cotton. Our Latino brothers, listen. What's the you won't believe this, right? The Sriracha company, you know Sriracha that everybody loves, right?
Right.
It is a Chinese man who owns Sriracha.
Right.
Now, guess what? He has a whole chili farm that they use to make Sriracha with over there in California. Guess who works the fields? Anybody take a wild guess? Guess who works the field over there? If nobody in the comment section answers this, I'm going to get you the answer. But over in California, there is a Chinese man who has a field that a certain particular people pick the peppers for him to make Sriracha sauce. Does anybody have a wild guess on who does it? Does anybody have a guess? We're going to see if anybody in the comment section can ask us. Who works those fields in California? You got it up.
Kalantazar said the Mexicans.
Damn right. Give that brother a hand, man. Give him a hand. That's exactly who's over there in California right now picking peppers to make Sriracha sauce. That Sriracha sauce that everybody loves so much. You know, they use it on their ramen and everything. I like it myself. But I had to look. Something just started me. I was like, man, let me see who makes Sriracha sauce, man.
Right.
And I looked it up, and I was disgusted by this Chinese oppressor who's oppressing our Latino brothers and sisters over there in the fields, man. I'm talking about the peppers are so hot that in order for them to stay in the field, they have to double wrap their face with cloths. The bastard ain't even he don't even get them respirators for them to work in the field with. So they saying that it's been so bad for our brothers and sisters working over there in California, picking the Sriracha peppers picking the peppers for the Sriracha sauce, that it's starting to burn their lungs from the fumes from the peppers. Because in that same process, them picking the peppers, they have to grind the peppers as well.
Right.
So all of that stuff that they're grinding is just coming back out. Mm-hmm. The fumes, the peppers. The devil was over there interviewing him. He over there. The smell is pretty hot. But you got our Latino brothers and sisters out there picking peppers like we pick cotton, man. Right. And for you sick bastards that say the Latino brothers ain't our brothers, that ain't Israelites, you are a disgusting bastard, man. They go through the same oppression that we go through. That's why the I.S.U.P.K, we love our Latino brothers and sisters, man.
Damn right.
We feel everything that they're going through, man. You know what I'm saying? If you Hispanic, Latino, Native Indian, man, come in here, man, and get in the truth, man. Because we need our brothers and sisters, man. We need our brothers and sisters, man. La Familia, man.
Right.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I seen that video, man, it broke my heart, man. Because you seen some of them Latino brothers and sisters out there. You knew they didn't have paperwork. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have paperwork to even be over here. But they literally out there and risking their lives for what? $5? $3? Because guess what? You go to Mexico. Who was that? Who was watching that video with me? Where the brother that got deported back. Was that me and you that's watching that video? It was watching Vice TV, and the brother got deported back to Mexico. He got deported back to Honduras, and he said in Honduras he was literally working for 5 cents a day. And he said if I was back in America, he said I wouldn't care if I was making $4. He said I'd just be happy to work just to be able to put food on the table. And then it just started to make more sense on why a lot of our 10 tribe brothers come over here and they don't mind working for $5. They don't mind working for $3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't mind working for that. Slocky. They don't mind working for that. You got it, Shayala.
And that's heavy that you said that, because even with my stepdad and a lot of other men in construction, they always say, well, the Mexicans take all the jobs. They'll work for $7 and it'd be 13, 14 of them. But like you were saying, they come from over there and they making slim to nothing. So why not have 13 to 15 of us come over there for a couple dollars more? It might not be much over here, but it's way more than what they had over there.
Damn right.
And that just shows that what the oppressor done to them over there, and they willing to give them just a little more over here.
Right. And it's heavy that you said that, because I read in the article, I was reading a little biography of Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? Does anybody know the famous phrase that everybody likes to quote when the I.S.R.AELITE brothers, the so-called Mexicans, came over? Does anybody know the famous phrase that everybody liked to quote when the I.S.R.AELITE brothers started to come over here? They started to work. The I.S.R.AELITE brothers started to come over here and work. Does anybody know the famous phrase that white people started to say, Salakia, that oppressors started to say, which became popular amongst black folks? Does anybody know that popular phrase? Shayala just said it. They taking all of our jobs. When we came out of slavery, these oppressors started to say the same thing about black men and black women. They said, they taking all the jobs. We can't work. We can't get any money. That was back in that was back in the 1900s. 1900s, 1910 and 1920, they been saying this.
Right.
But some kind of way they have made some type of deviant plan and put that on black people to say that about our Latino brothers and sisters.
Right.
That they coming over here taking all the jobs. Hell, guess what? They sent all our Latino brothers and sisters back. Guess what? It's plenty of jobs out here.
Right.
Who working the jobs now?
Right.
Look, go ahead, Kai.
So like now that you say, you said 1900s, right?
Kai.
So those are the same people that's them Trump supporters, the ones that's like at the bottom of of Esau's totem pole. Those are the same people that yeah, those are the same people right there. That be saying that.
It's the same people. Nothing's new underneath the sun.
Right.
Scripture says that. These the same people, the same ones that were saying that back then, guess what? They still saying the same thing now.
Right.
Trump, build a wall.
Right.
Build a wall. They taking all of our jobs.
Right.
He got a bottle. He got a bottle. Yeah, give him his bottle. They say, like they said now, oh, they taking all the jobs. Send them back. Build a wall. All right, guess what? You go ahead and listen to that if you want to. You're going to have more oppressors jumping out the window.
Right.
So, you know what? I'm going to start investing my money in. I'm going to make butterfly wings so when they jump out the window, they got something to use. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's a good idea. Me and the Shayala going to get together. We'll make a good design for butterfly wings. We're going to sell them on eBay. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be titled, When You Get Stressed, Put These to the Test. You're going to put up in your oil. Go ahead, do your thing. We're gonna make a good penny off that. Die in style, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Go out with a fashion. Now, you pressers been oppressing us for so long, and now the Lord is starting to turn the tables, and they can't handle it. They can't handle the oppression. If you could, does anybody have that scripture? Salakia, Baba Kashai, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9, Baba Kashai. Okay, you go ahead.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 9.
It's like, you can read it aloud for us up. Look like we at camp. We at camp, Bob.
All right, sir. This is Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath hell from beneath is moved for the to me. Oh, Salaki.
You too hard about take your time, Mike. You too hard about take your time.
My power reader, sir.
Come.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved from thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Damn right. And get that brother Nayar a hand, man.
Right.
Trooper coming in this truth, man. This brother right here, man. I ain't gonna be ashamed, man. I love this brother Nayar, man. This brother coming into the truth, battling his demon, battling these oppressors, battling all of this wickedness, man. This brother has took on the road to come into this truth, man, and change his life, man.
Right, man.
This is our brother, man. He's coming into this truth, man. We got to give him a hand, man. Like, hey, listen, sooner or later, you're going to see this brother with the microphone in his hand getting all of us a boot kiss, and it is going to be glorious, man. I'm ready for it. I'm going to be sitting back. I'm going to shed a tear. I'm going to shed a tear. You're going to see it fall right out my glass. That's it. That's it. Salaki. You can read that again for me, Mark Doc. It's like, y'all.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Ooh-wee. Hell isn't a place underneath the earth.
Right.
Hell is a low state. It is it's like hell is when you can't pay your light bill.
Right.
Imagine this. Imagine what black and Latino people go through. Me and the Shia all watched that video with that brother from Vice News, right?
Right.
That brother came from Mexico. He had been in America since he was 14. Since he was like 13 or 14, if not younger. He was like between the age of 12 or 14. He came to America, came here, didn't commit any crimes. He didn't commit any crimes. He wasn't a criminal. He didn't do anything wrong. He came over here. He tried to apply for his green card. The oppressor, being the oppressor, didn't even give him the green card. He just forgot about it. He started a family. He had 6 kids. He started a business. He was working. He was doing everything just like a so-called American citizen. And guess what? They came in and deported him in the front yard while he was playing with his kids, man.
Right.
That's hell. That's hell. And for what you oppressors have did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians by causing hell on us, now hell is coming to meet you at your front door.
Right.
Just like that CEO of Bath and Bed and Beyond, hell came to him when he started to see that they had to shut down 120 stores.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was hell. He started to realize, listen, I can't be like these Latinos and these Negroes out here. I can't eat oodles and noodles. Listen, oodles and noodles is glorious to us.
Right.
Just don't put all that that season pack in there.
Right.
But oodles and noodles are good.
Right.
You got to go on, Mark Doc. Tell him the truth, Mark Doc.
Man, listen, man. Oodles, man, listen, man. Them noodles, I'm trying to tell you the best. I mean, this is just my personal favorite.
All right.
That creamy chicken,
Right.
man. Listen, man. You get that creamy chicken, oodles and noodles, but here's the kicker though. You chop up you like a nice little chicken breast.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying?
guys.
Frozen chicken breast from like Dollar Tree, Aldi's, whatever you want to do. Chop that thing up, man. Throw a little hot sauce on that thing, and if you really want to get fancy with it, throw some cheese. Throw some cheese on that thing.
Get that brother a hand. Listen. What the brother is saying is so heavy. The CEO of Bath, Bed and Beyond wasn't ready for that meal.
Right.
He wasn't ready for the oodles and noodles with the frozen chicken, and to top it off, put some cheese on that. He wasn't ready for that. Go ahead, Shia.
So like Sir Osmar, I wouldn't be surprised if that's an ordained dish in the kingdom.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
That's gonna be gourmet.
Gourmet.
You gonna open the bag and put it in there. You gonna listen. They're gonna be like oodles and noodles with grilled chicken is a glorious meal in the kingdom of heaven. Hell, I might have to make something tonight. Like I got a couple packs of creamy chicken left in the damn something salagi. But you know what I'm saying? Just like put him down and get him. This man can hold himself up. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Read that scripture again. Salaki, Baba Kashar, Salaki.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved from thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Ooh-wee. Go ahead. Salaki, go ahead.
Come. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth.
Even all the chief ones, everybody's gonna start gonna be in hell sooner or later. Listen, Officer Dawadah shared a post earlier, man, and it was saying, he said that China is still under lockdown right now as we speak. Right now in China is still under lockdown right now as we speak. Do you know how many people are in China? Listen, China has so many people. The population is so high in China. They have put a control on how many children you can have in China. They said every family household can only have 2 children. Imagine that if that was here in America. Good night. A lot of us wouldn't even be born right now. In China, you can only have 2 children. They said there's so many of them groups over there right now. They said, listen, we ain't got enough oodle noodles for everybody over here. But China is still under lockdown right now, man.
Right.
Because everybody is starting to face hell right now for what they have done to the children of Israel, man.
Right.
All these oppressors, man. You got them Moabites, them Chinese, they come over here and do blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. Horrible. I mean, when I mean horrible, horrible. Guess who's working in the kitchens at these so-called all-you-can-eat buffet Chinese restaurants? Take a wild guess. Anybody can answer. I've seen it. Does anybody know? Go ahead, Akazuma.
It's the tribe of Issachar.
It's the tribe of Issachar. The tribe of Issachar. Go ahead.
And that's another thing, because you know Papa's and Beer is white owned.
Right.
This Papa's and Beer right here, number Issachar.
Right. It's just the white face. The white face owns Papa's and Beers, which is a so-called, you know, you go to Papa's and Beers, you would think that it's a Latino restaurant.
Right.
But behind closed doors, you find out that it's an oppressor who owns it. But he just put our people in there to run it. He put our people in there to run it. You think you eating authentic Latino and Mexican food? Listen, they barely eat it.
Right.
They go back there and make something that they know they're gonna eat. Listen, if you want to go eat some real authentic Latino food here in Greenville, South Carolina, listen, we gonna take you to Carlito's right there on White Horse Road. Remember we had the red snapper? Listen, that is real authentic Issachar food. They come out with the red snapper, the mushrooms. Shy, remember we went there, Shy? We had the big red snapper. They had the black beans. They had the rice. They came out there with the burrito. I was like, damn, hey, ever since then, I have never put foot in Papa's and Beers. Never. I started to realize, I was like, listen, this is authentic Issachar food right here. Just put it like this. Wherever you see all the 10 Issachar brothers and sisters there eating, just go there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just go there, man. All these oppressors are starting to go through hell right now, man. You can go ahead up.
Time. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Right, so guess what? They're going to have to get up off their thrones, man. All these mighty men that run this earth, like even your presidents in China, guess what? The president of China, he had to get up off his throne. He had to stand up.
Right.
Because he's starting to see all the hell that is starting to conspire. The president over North Korea, Russia, America, China, Canada, all of these different kingdoms on the earth, everybody has had to stand up off their throne, man, to get up and see what's going on. It ain't no more being able to sit back and relax and make all that money, man. You got to get up on your feet and see what's going on.
Right.
You got to get up on your feet and be like, hey, man, what's going on, man? What's happening, man? Why we poor? Why we struggling? What's going on? Because hell is coming to meet you at your door, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I sent another article to somebody, Barbara Kashai.
I got some Wikipedia one.
Salaki, let me get where you at right now.
January 6th.
That's a good one. Did I send you the one with U.S. and China?
Sir.
I'm gonna send it to you right now, Salaki. Kai, you can read it if you got it out.
CNBC, the U.S. and China are one step closer to preventing stocks like Alibaba from delisting. What to watch next?
That's like, I'm gonna get to where you at. All right, so you know this is something that a lot of people ain't paying attention to. They have a website called Alibaba, right? This is a website that China uses to sell goods to America, to Americans, at a low rate. So rather than you having to really, really, I can't even say the name of it. Alibaba. It's called Alibaba. So like, you right out. Charlotte, like I said, the company Alibaba. Good night. Good night. Yeah. What do you need? A chip? Get that boy a 9 later. He can talk. He can chew this down and cry later. So like you. Okay, he'll take the chip. The water. So like, get them chips in. Kind. Got these too, what? We hood babies. We still. You got it, Shia.
It's like this was a slight sidebar if I could. So.
Kind. Go ahead.
The way you look at Christianity and being a Muslim and things of that matter is like each and every week, you know, these different people go to these organizations. And
Right.
They seeking heaven or whatever the case may be, but it's not one time that these Christian organizations or whatever, you know, whoever is telling you what's upcoming. They're not telling you how to prevent it. And for you to not believe that I.S.U.P.K is the truth,
Right.
and tell you to prepare you for the truth, then something is seriously wrong, because there's no way in hell that you can constantly pray and look for a God, but that's not going to let you know what's coming up ahead.
Damn right.
Right.
Damn right. Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? What the Shia is saying is so heavy and which is so biblical. The scripture says, Shalaka. Man, let me find that scripture. Shalaka. You got it up.
Sister Naima said she likes her, but that baby is free.
Con, get Sister Naima a hand. Hey, Sister Naima gave me a book, man. One of these classes, I'm going to go deep into that book because that book Sister Naima gave me, give her a hand for being, listen, y'all don't understand. Sister Naima is a pillar in the I.S.U.P.K South Carolina for a sister, man.
Right.
She gave me this book and I have been reading it. And I knew the oppressor was disgusting. But reading this book, oh my God. Listen, I'm going to dig deep in her. It is, listen, I'm just going to give you a little, I'm going to give you a little bit of it. Listen, when they killed Nat Turner, right, they used his body, his skin for oil.
Right.
But they said they was eating Nat Turner.
Mm-hmm.
They would. I'm going to save it for a class because, listen, this book is on another level. And I've been doing the research on it because, you know, it had certain stories and certain situations that happened in the book. And I was like, damn, I ain't never heard of that. And I looked into it and found out. I was just like, yo, it made sense why the Lord said, do unto them double to what they did to us. But the stuff that they have done to us, man, like they used to practice cannibalism on us. And Sister Naima sent me this book. And I would have never knew this if she would have sent me this book. And I thank the Lord for Sister Naima, man. Give her a hand, man. Because that book right there, man, we have to dig into that book because, man, listen, you're going to find out the oppressor is truly who he is. The devil the Bible speaks of. You got it, Mark Duckett.
And I just think about, you know, like how we sit in chairs. You understand? Like they used to make human skin out of chairs. They used to take our hair and stuff them in the chairs. I'm talking about hair from years and years. It was a like a little documentary where they showed the skin of a slave as an actual cover of the actual chair.
Mm.
You know, like have you had like an actual chair? But once they cut that thing open, it was nothing but human's hair, and it was nappy and woolly, just like us.
Good night.
Listen, man.
Now go ahead. I select.
Khan, and you know, like how they have our, you know, like they would make shoes out of us. You understand? They would make clothes out of us, and they have the audacity now to, you know, like how they have like these runways. They would mimic what they did from back then.
Right.
Crazy. So like I said, I just want to say that.
Listen, that is so heavy what Mardaki is saying, man. And this is the reason why this empire is falling. And if you are a black or Latino or Native Indian and you don't want this empire to fall, you are truly disgusted, man. Go ahead, up.
He had this one.
I don't know. I don't trust that.
Okay, come.
Maybe a piece. But I
Okay,
don't
come.
trust them. You know what I'm saying? But these devils would literally make wallets and purses
Right.
and chairs. Like it was somebody, they was up hosting a chair, like Mardaka was saying. I remember that story because me and him, we had looked it up and we seen it, where they were up hosting a chair, and I think it was a brother who was up hosting it, and he thought it was cotton,
Yeah.
but he said this is human hair.
Right.
He said this is Negro hair. They stuffed in here in the seat to use as cotton. So they were cutting the hair off our kids, man, off our men and our women, and stuffing it into these chairs, man. They would take our daughters, man, and cut their hair off and use their hair as cotton to stuff into seats so they could sit in. Listen, and you wonder why we say the so-called white man is the oppressor, man.
Right.
He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Only a devil would do that to somebody, man. None of us in our right mind would think about going to cut the hair off their kids and use it as cotton for a chair. We wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't even think about using their skin to make purses, to make shoes, to make leather coats.
Right.
Like that book that I'm reading, man, they took Nat Turner's skin. They used some of his skin to make candles, to make shoes. Go ahead, Up.
That should really show the ratio of how many Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians died compared to a sheep. Because just one, all our heads together in this room do not amount up to how much of a sheep off one body.
Right. Like Shayala just said. Like imagine how much hair you have to cut off somebody's head to stuff a chair. None of us don't like. Maybe everybody in this room has enough hair to stuff one chair. Imagine when you got 20. Imagine when you got 30. Imagine when you want to make enough chairs to fill around the table at a dinner table. So you can have your white counterparts come sit down. Oh, how they feel right there? This feels real good. Those came from them slaves out there. I cut their hair off their head and stuffed it with their hair. I'm gonna have to do the same thing, Jim. Listen, the Lord ain't forgot about what they've done to us. Your Christian pastor might have forgot, but the Lord hasn't. And this is why this empire is falling, man.
Right.
So like, we were still on that article.
Come.
Okay, Con, you can go ahead, Art.
CNBC, the U.S. and China are one step closer to preventing stocks like Alibaba from delisting. What to watch next? Beijing, the U.S. and China recently took a significant first step towards keeping U.S. listed China stocks in Alibaba from being forced off U.S. stock exchange.
Ooh-wee. Listen, let me tell you something. You think you seen the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond jump out the window. Next, it's like, so I get another cup too? Listen, why did you want another cup up?
Absolutely.
Come, if you get Mardak, if you get Mardak and a shy, all the salaki. Listen, you think you seen the president of the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond jump out the window? Listen, you gonna have them Chinese doing the same thing next. Go ahead, you got it.
Like, wait till these little Chinese restaurants start closing down.
Listen, you gonna have Wong Fei. Like I seen one Chinese restaurant, I never would eat there. The restaurant was called Thang Long. I said, oh hell nah, going in there to eat. What the hell? You want egg roll? I said, hell nah. I want nothing out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. Sluggy, you got it, Mardaki.
And I was gonna say, like, it's gonna get to the point where, you know, like, we're not gonna be able to afford these Chinese restaurants. And you know, the Chinese restaurants, they normally, you know, a little bit more cost efficient. And now they going up on their price, so now it's gonna be like, man, you know, like, once they get out of business, oh man,
Listen.
best believe they gonna go crazy.
Listen, when Fang Ho, when Lang Ho can't, or Kim Ho can't serve 8 honey wings with fried rice no more, or pork fried rice. Listen, what's she gonna do? You think she wanna go back to China?
Right.
You think she wanna get out that house that she stay in? She don't want to do that.
Long time.
Listen, after them showing that video of them cooking them cats, that cat, they had found cats inside of a trash can behind a Chinese restaurant. And you could tell that the cats had kind of been farm raised. Like they were force feeding these cats. Like the cat was probably, the cat this big. This how long the cat was. The cat was this long. Your typical cat ain't that long. This is not even with the tail. This is just the cat by itself, this long. The brother held it up in the bag. Throw out, I appreciate it. The brother held the cat up in the bag. He was like, look, man, look what they selling behind the Chinese restaurants. And listen, I believe it's true. Because I remember going to deliver to a Chinese restaurant not too far from where we at now. Maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes from where we at right now. I went to go do a delivery for some sodas. And me and this oppressor, we seen bones that did not make it in the trash can. And they was kind of hanging out. And we looked at the bone. I said, hey man, I said that's not a chicken bone. And he looked at it. This is an oppressor. You know, he's like the scripture says, you know, Esau was a cunning hunter.
Right.
He looked at it. He said, what the hell kind of bone is that? He looked at it. The bone was oval shaped. It was like, you know how typical chicken bones, when you see a chicken bone, it's kind of broke from the joint a little bit when you eat a lot of them. He seen this, and me and him both looked at it. He said, why is the bone shaped like that? It was shaped, I'm trying to take it. Listen, that was a cat bone, man. Dog bone or something. Because the bone was shaped like a V. It was still connected. It was a whole bone connected together like a V. Come. Yeah, that's it. It was doing the delta sec. What's the thing that they do in the sororities? They do that. The bone was like that, but it was a whole bone. It was shaped like a U. It didn't have no joints you could break. It was just shaped like that. I said, yo, that's not a chicken bone. He was like, nah, that's not a chicken bone. Even the oppressor knew it was a chicken bone. He said, I'll never eat from here. I said, listen, I've been stopped eating at a lot of Moabite restaurants. I'd rather eat at Ammon.
Right.
I'd rather eat at the Japanese. At least you know they're a little more clean. Good night. You can go ahead on the article.
What needs to happen next is a smooth on-ground inspection in China by the U.S., which adequate support from Chinese authorities, analysts said.
Right. So what they're trying to do is, right, they're trying to stop this big giant company called Alibaba from getting took off the stocks. Not even being took, but being forced off the U.S. stock exchange. Because Alibaba is generating a lot of money right now. And then also, Azrai, go back over there where the brothers at. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop this giant mega company, Alibaba, which is in China, from getting kicked off the stock exchange in America. Because Alibaba, like, listen, you go to Foot Locker, right? You buy Jordans and shoes from Foot Locker. Alibaba is able to get you them same shoes for half the price. From half the price. Those coats, them team coats you like to get, the bomber jackets you like to get, Alibaba is giving those to you from wholesale price. Rather than have to go to Foot Locker, rather than have to go to Foot Action and all these different places to get this stuff, Alibaba is crushing all the middlemen. They're like, listen, rather than let these people get the money, let us get it. But the U.S. isn't pleased with this because it's cutting them short on money. You think about all the money that they're losing, man. Don't be surprised next, Jaleel, baby. Chill out. Don't be surprised next when your shoe stores start to shut down. Don't be surprised that you think people are hungry. You think they're going to want to get a nice pair of shoes? When you're starving for food, you think you're going to want a nice pair of Jordans? You say, man, let me get me a nice pair of Jordans, man. I know my kids need food, but, you know, these Jordans about to come out. Man, ain't nobody going to give a crap about that, man, when they starving.
Right.
You can go ahead up.
Many implementation details probably can only be figured out by auditing firms and ministries of finance, together with the Chinese Securities Regulator Commission. Though though real, though real case.
Come on, take your time, out.
Though real case audits in trial under this unprecedented agreement, said Winston Ma, a adjunct professor of law at New York University. The U.S. public.
Sorry, take your time. You can read it from the top right there again, out. You let the cons get it. The U.S. Public Accounting.
The U.S. Public Accounting Oversight Board said its inspectors are set to arrive in Hong Kong in mid-September, shortly after which all audit work papers requested by the PCAOB must be made available to them.
Guess what? Because guess what? Those people that run the Alibaba company in China, they are generating a lot of money right now. Listen, I've ordered stuff from there. I ordered stuff from there which would cost a pretty penny in America, which would cost tons of dollars in America.
Right.
Listen, they got joints on there right now which people are able to get over here in America, which cost you $200. You can get them off there for $80.
Right.
You meet the right wholesaler over there. You get in good with a good wholesaler over there on that Alibaba. You meet a good one. You talk to him. Y'all communicate. Call him on the phone and talk to him. Listen, he be like, look, man, you know, you ain't gonna understand too much what he's saying. It's gonna be like talking to somebody at a Chinese restaurant. But once y'all get to a good understanding with each other, them joints that you paying $150 for over here, he gonna give them to you for $80. You might pay $180 in the store for him. He gonna give them to you for $80. You know what? I give it to him for $90. I give you 2 pair of $180. Who you gonna buy from, the mall, or you gonna call him?
Call him. Like,
Damn right, I'm gonna call him. I can rock a pair and sell a pair. I paid 90 for one. I paid 180 for two. Imagine if you could wear a pair then sell another pair for 120. Why go to Foot Locker? Why go to Foot Action? Why go to Hibbett Sports when you can call up Fang Long on the phone and get the same thing? Go ahead, you got it.
Even back then, you know, a couple years ago in the hood, yo, when the shoe man come around, people don't want to get shoes because after a while they realize like shoe man got fake shoes.
Right, he got fake shoes, but it's like this. Back then, I remember the shoe man, Salagi. I ain't gonna incriminate myself. But I remember those days. And guess what? When you don't have a lot of money, you'll pay for those for your kids, man. You'll wear a pair of those to the club. You'll wear a pair. Listen, I know a brother that was selling everything that came out in the mall. He had the same thing. I don't know where he got it from.
Right.
I never asked no question, but I knew one thing. I couldn't tell the difference. Neither could anybody else. Guess what? You about to go to the store and pay 80. He was like, look, I sell them to you for 50. Who you going to pay? 80 or 50? $50. Especially a mother who got 4 kids. Right. He was like, listen, you go to the store, you're going to pay 85 plus taxes. You're going to pay $90. 90 times 4, what, 360? You're going to pay 360 in the mall. Come give me 200. Come give me 200. And I throw your kids some white t-shirts in there. Shoe man, where you at?
Right.
I remember the shoe man was making, so much money. Like the shoe man became a target. Like people were robbing the shoe man because they was making this money. And it's no different with this company, Alibaba. They're making and generating all this money, so America has decided to get them an audit because they want to find out, is this business really legitimate? Where's all the money going? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? Listen, if this economy if that company shuts down Alibaba, don't be surprised when you start seeing Chinese people jump out the window next.
Right.
Because this is how they eat.
Right.
They feed themselves off Americans. Ain't nobody in China buying that stuff. Do you see how has anybody seen how the Chinese dressing? You got some Chinese who wear some of the stuff, but the stuff is so cheap in China that you can't help but wear it.
Right.
They got Jordans. They got shoes that you ain't never seen over there, you know, that you'll never see over here.
Right.
You know, like me, like I like to cook. So I watch videos on people cooking. It was a Moabite lady. She had so much Chanel on. I was like, damn. Come on, you got up.
I can see on TikTok. What's that dance coming out of Memphis?
Oh, they do for the like 3 6 Mafia and stuff. I can't think of it.
That dance right there, it had Moab doing that dance with J's on, fashion jeans and bomber jackets, literally doing the whole dance at everywhere.
They love Israel. Without Israel, nobody has any sauce, man.
Right.
Like over there, like right now, over there in Japan, they over there riding in donks, capris, low riders. Like nobody has no style. Everybody feeds themselves off the children of Israel.
Right.
And the scripture says, no longer will my people be a prey to the heathen.
Right.
Like it's getting to that point now. We ain't gonna be a prey to the heathen no more, man. All these people prey on us. Listen, they know we like nice things. We are royal people.
Come.
Your jewelry stores, like what's the other one? Eliante. All of these, like Eliante, he charging people. I seen him charging people $100,000 for a simple necklace.
Right.
$100,000. You got it marked out.
Come. So we got a couple comments a lot about that. Truth, because as I said, the shoe man was a thing at one point in time, and then Sister Rahaya said we are the salt of the earth. They hate us, but do everything we do in love, what we do naturally.
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. Get that sister and brother a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? They love what we do natural, like something like us. I forgot what they call it. Is it juking? Memphis juke is something like that. Crunchy Black was kind of the first people to start it. Crunchy Black. You see Crunchy Black, you gonna be like, look, somebody need to pay Crunchy Black. Crunchy Black used to be in all the 3 6 Mafia videos doing the same thing, just crunking. I remember watching him doing it. I was like, dang, that thing fire, man. I said, what he doing is fire. Now you got Chinese people across seas doing the same thing. Dressing black, acting black, talking black, slacking. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, I'll slack you. I'm in class real quick, huh? Okay, I'll give a call back. All right, Shalom, Lord of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Moabites over there, Memphis juking.
Right.
And it's trash too what they was doing. They trying. They over there, just like breakdancing. Breakdancing started out in New York, man. You got Chinese people over there breakdancing, and then they come over here and try to breakdance with Jake, and Jake literally is walking the circle around them. Just like Jonah YAHANNA said, them Chinese and Japanese used to come over here and try to play jazz, but they had to read the paperwork. You know, Judah coming up with other Judites, Judah playing the drums, other Judah brother, he just walk in off the streets. He know everybody. Right on, right on, right on. He hit a beat. He hop right in. Somebody else start playing the drums. Somebody else start playing the saxophone. Somebody else start doing other things. Next thing you know, they in the, yeah. Right. Moab coming in, he in the, I don't get it. Throw everything on the ground and walk out. Listen, man, we them people, man. Everything is glorious about our people, even in our lower states, man. Right. That's why the Most High is gonna wipe this empire out, man. Right. It's like you can go ahead and read the rest of that article out, Baba Kashai.
Audit work papers differ from actual information on companies gathered by accounting firms.
Ooh-wee. So guess what? The audit work papers differ from the actual information on company firms. So guess what? These people at Alibaba are making way more money than what they're telling so-called America. Right. And America is starting to see that. So America like, listen, we got to go over there and get the paperwork and make sure these people ain't taking all of this money. Make sure they ain't making all of this money and ain't giving us our cut. Because guess what? In order for you to have to sell stuff in America, you have to pay taxes on it. Right. Like when you buy stuff from, even if you buy stuff from Alibaba, it's still like a U.S. tax that goes on it. You know what I'm saying? And America wants their cut because they're a bunch of oppressors. So if they're not getting their cut, listen, they'll rather get them off the stock. They'd rather take them off the stock and exchange market rather than let them get all that money. And guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna be it's gonna hurt America, but it's gonna hurt them Chinese even more.
Right.
Because they're gonna have all this material over there, and the Chinese people don't want that crap.
Right.
You think Chinese people gonna pay $150 or $100 for a jacket that they can get for what, $25 over there? Hell nah. They gonna like, man, I'm not paying for that. I go get it for 10. I don't need 10 yen. I get it for 10 yen over here. What I'm gonna give you $100 American for that for?
Right.
Jordans. What I'm gonna give you money for them Jordans for? I got a bunch of them myself.
Right.
What I'm gonna give you the money for that for? They need us. They need the nation of Israel, and that's why this economy is going to fall. Because if we're not in here giving our money to them, if everybody's getting oppressed and next thing you turning around, we're not working these slaveries that they want us to work. Listen, this place is gonna fall, man.
Right.
They need us to be slaves in America, and we have to understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand they want us to be slaves in America.
Right.
Salaki, you can read the rest of the article, Baba Kushah, if you could.
Oh my God. The work papers record on audit procedure test. Tests gather information and conclusions about the review. According to PCAOB website, it is not clear what level of highly sensitive information, if any, would be included in the paperwork papers. The ability of U.S. to inspect those work papers for Chinese companies listed in the U.S. has been a years-long dispute. U.S. political and legal developments in the last 2 years have sped up the threat, and the Chinese companies might need to delist from the U.S. stock exchanges.
Ooh-wee, man. Listen, I'm telling you, if they kick Alibaba off the U.S. stock exchange, listen, man. Hey, you think the CEO of Bath Bed and Beyond was something? Listen, you gonna have curry, you gonna have shrimp fried rice all on the streets in China, man.
Right.
You gonna have beef lo mein. You gonna have what's some other food they got of the sweet and sour chicken? What you got?
Egg foo young.
Yeah, you gonna have a whole bunch of egg for long. It's gonna be teriyaki chicken all on the streets of China, man. Cause they all gonna start jumping out the window, man. These people make tons of dollars. Jaleel, can you tend to the baby for me, princess? Can you tend to your brother? He might be too wild. Just watch out for him. You know, he a wild one. Listen, you better believe it, man. They kicked them off the stock exchange. Man, it's going to be horrible. I'm talking about them Chinese people over there, them Moabites. They're doing stuff in America that you would have to pay hundreds of dollars to get done. They are literally charging you $50 and $60.
Right.
Like, it was a brother, he was showing a video of when he flew to China. He flew to China to one of the people who participate in Alibaba. They sell their stuff on Alibaba. He flew to China and met one of the company owners in the workshop. And they was telling him, we can make your product at a vast majority for a cheap price.
Right.
And he was like, okay, let's do it. He was like, can y'all make 1,000 of these? Dude, Moabite was like, that's no problem. Chinese man was like, that's no problem. And the number that they were charging him to make 1,000 pieces, I was like, I gotta get some coats made, man.
Right.
I was like, I gotta get some coats made. I gotta get some sweaters made, some hoodies made. The price that they're charging him is phenomenal. I'm talking about, I think he was getting sweaters made, which would that he could probably sell for $250 over here. They were charging him $60.
Right.
He could sell it for $250 over here with his own design, with his own, like he drew up the image he was gonna make, and I was like, damn, like his brother about to make some money, man.
Right.
But America is afraid of that because America can't get their cut because they're a bunch of greedy bastards.
Right.
You got it, Marduk.
Like, I'm behind on the comments like about that, y'all. going back to let's see, truth, because Chinese people are wearing everything. Sister, is it pronounced Rahaya? Like Raya. She like about that.
Yeah, that's a Shia Allah's rib. Give her a hand, man. Got to meet that sister, man. Man, amazing, handsome son, man. Got to meet him, little Zion, man. When he come back up, hey, we going somewhere to get cakes and cookies. You just be ready. You want just be ready. You know what I mean? Then I'm sending them right back, turned up. You know what I'm saying?
The sister said, trafficking black women and children constantly because they are obsessed with us in such evil ways.
Right, and damn, how could we forget about that? How could we forget about the sex trafficking, Salakia? You know, like listen, man, this is why the I.S.U.P.K is much needed inside black, Hispanics, and Native Indian neighborhoods, man. Because these bastards are literally kidnapping our children, man, and shipping them across seas. You know what I'm saying? They love our people, man. You don't think they kidnapping our women and our children? You know what I'm saying? To do all type of sexual things to them, to take body parts and do all type of evil things to them. Like, this is what these bastards are doing, man.
Right.
You got it, out.
Just a couple more comments.
Go ahead, Al. You got it.
If you don't mind, sir. True, because like as I said, Edomites wearing braids, they rocking our culture. And then Sister Raya said, yes, Alibaba.com has such cheap bundles. Crazy.
Listen, I seen the price for bundles on Alibaba. I said, damn, I might start selling bundles.
I'm trying to tell you.
I seen the price for bundles. I'm talking about, listen, they had the wigs with the baby hairs. I said, damn. I said, boy, I might get come up. You got it, out.
If I ain't mistaken, that was me and you in the beauty store that they were selling edges.
Yeah, oh man. Me and Shia went in there. They was selling the baby hairs right here. They go right here. Like, you literally press them on, you let it sit, you take it off, now you got the baby hair waves. I was like, man, Shia, I was like, good night. Y'all getting ridiculous, man.
Right.
I fooled around and pulled up on a car today. I'm driving, I look, and they had the baby boy going on. You remember when Snoop Dogg had the window light right here?
Right.
I seen the hair, and I seen the baby waves. I looked over, turned back to my steering wheel. I said, "What's a sister over there?" Motherfucker, Slacker, mother looked the window down. I looked again. Nigga had a whole beard.
Wow.
I started to throw a brick through the window. I reached down my seat. I said, "Y'all niggas disgusting." I said, "This place gotta burn, man." Look, you go over there in Alibaba, man, you gonna make so much money, man. Like that's where everybody's getting the hair from. Like, you used to have to fly to China to get that connect on the hair. Like, and guess what? These little mom and pop beauty salons places, like your like they got one over here called Boom Boom.
Right.
And it's a Chinese person that owns it, but she sells everything that you can find from Alibaba website for the same price. She go over there, she might be paying 10 cents for a brush. She gonna sell you that thing for what, $2? Imagine if you get 100 brushes for 10 cents a piece. 10 cents a piece. And you can come over here and sell them for $2 a piece. Man, you'll be a millionaire in a year, man. Especially if everything in your store sells. So now, guess what? Even the Chinese people that in America are complaining about Alibaba.
Right.
Because they're like, listen, get them out of here. We can't make out. I can't oppress black people if black people can get the same thing I can get.
Right.
I can't oppress them. Get them out of here. So this is what this whole article is about that we're reading about Alibaba, man. It's about America trying to crack down on Alibaba, and they want to see the paperwork behind everything. You can read the rest of it if you could, Al.
What needs to happen next is a smooth on-ground inspection in China by the U.S. with adequate support from Chinese authorities, and it said.
Like a pimp.
Right.
Want to come in and check on the business, see what's going on in them. Do we got Isaiah chapter 14, verse 10? Okay, if you could, Baba Kashad. Because guess what's going to happen with all of these empires? Guess what's going to happen with all these empires? When things like this start to happen, guess what's going to happen? When America can't get the money they used to get. This was gonna happen. Go ahead.
Isaiah 14 and 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee.
Read that again.
All they shall speak and say unto thee.
This is what everybody's gonna say. Go ahead.
Art thou also become weak as we?
They gonna say what?
Art thou also become weak as we?
That's why America is going over there to China to inspect these people, this paperwork, because America is becoming weak like China. You know, China got all of these different things that they have to sell for the cheap. But guess what? America got to go over there and check China because they like, listen, y'all starting to generate a lot of money and we're not getting our cut on this money. But y'all selling all of this stuff. Y'all doing little side deals and side hustles. Because guess what? You know, when you order from Alibaba, you can actually talk to the owner of the company. So imagine if you're able to talk to the owner of the company and you decide to take a flight to China. Now you get rid of America. You get rid of the middleman.
Right.
Now you ain't got to talk to America to get these products. Now you can go right to China. You got it, SHALAM.
That sounds like Scarface or American Gangster. Like cut out the middleman and go straight to the head.
And that's exactly what it is. It's just like drug dealing. It's just like drug dealing.
Right.
America's the middleman. You cut them out the way. America has to find out where all of this money is coming from. They're like, listen, how y'all making all this money if we ain't getting the taxes off of it? Listen, you selling all these different things. You mean to tell me, sit down somewhere. You hear Shayala talking to you. Sit down. They sitting back. They like, listen, y'all generating all this money. Where the taxes at on all of this? Oh, nah, it got to be an audit. We got to find out. Imagine the taxes that Chinese people ain't paying. I mean, you might be talking about, might be close to the billions. You might be talking $200, $300, $400 million that isn't being accumulated for taxes. You know what I'm saying? Because I've ordered stuff from Alibaba, and when you order it, the price is cheap. But when you put the taxes on it, it's the same price as going in the store and buying. You're like, damn, you might as well go to the store and buy it. Because that's how much taxes America is putting on it. It's like, yeah, it might be cheap, but we're going to throw our taxes on it too. And on Alibaba, they selling everything. They selling cell phones. You get the iPhone 12 on there for like, what, $60, $70? Who you going to go to Verizon? Or you going to go to Alibaba?
Hey, that sounds like a flea market, sir.
Come on, man. I'm at Alibaba. I'm like, listen, leave Alibaba alone. Let me eat. Y'all bastards been eating. Listen, don't be surprised when a lot of these cell phone companies start to shut down. Like, what was another? What's Nextel? You remember Nextel? Marda, you remember Nextel, don't you? Listen, you gotta be a little older to understand about Nextel. Cuz, you got it up. hit me on a. Hey, what's good, bro? I'm down the street. Next thing you know, you're saying, hey, yeah, we about to pull up on you. Who this is? It's Officer Jacob. Oh, shh. Listen, you got it up.
And then, you know, like back in the day, you know, Sprint bought out Nextel, and now T-Mobile bought out Sprint. You understand? So, like, it don't, I mean, like, it's going to be to the point where it's just going to be one phone company. You have to deal with it, and they're going to charge you out the whoop. Why? Because they going to understand that we the only phone company. So what's you going to do?
What you going to do? And listen, and this is how you know it's bad. You know it's bad when Verizon is starting to provide people with internet service.
Right.
Like now you can go to Verizon rather than have to go to Charter. Like it's bad both ways because Charter used to be just the internet phone service. That's all they were. You can get the house phone through Charter. You can get the internet through Charter. Now Charter done stepped it up. They said, guess what? Now we gonna start to provide mobile service to people. Verizon had to step in and be like, oh, y'all think y'all doing something. Guess what we gonna do? We gonna provide home internet service to people.
Right.
T-Mobile is doing the same thing. Those are kind of like your top 3 phone providers right now. You got T-Mobile, Verizon, and what is it called? It's not Charter no more. Is it still Charter? It's called something else.
Spectrum, sir.
Spectrum Service. You got those 3. Them like the top 3 companies right now. Like Mardaki said, sooner or later it's just gonna be one of them left. It's between T-Mobile and Verizon. I don't. Is AT&T even still around? AT&T, but ain't nobody, man. T-Mobile. You got like 4 more left out of all the people that used to be around. You got it, Shia.
I don't want. I try to tell people, like, especially us in the black community, I was like in riches and expenses, we're nothing but crop. Buy, sell, and trade. You know, that's it.
That's
We're
it.
crop.
That's it. Like Shia said, that's all we are. Everybody feeds off us, man. That's it, man.
Right.
So, like, if I could, I'm gonna get back to some of these scriptures because it's getting close to that time. Shalaki, come.
Isaiah 14:10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as we? Art thou become like unto us?
Right, go ahead.
Verse 11.
Come.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and thou knowest of the violence. The worm is spread unto thee, and the worms cover thee.
They gonna be. Hey, listen, that's death, man.
Right.
That's death. That's the CEO of Bad Bed and Beyond, man. And along with these Moabites next. Go ahead.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
And that's what people are gonna say. That's what we're gonna say.
Right.
The more and more this empire falls, we're gonna say, how that's fallen, O Lucifer. Not Satan. The oppressor is Lucifer.
Right.
They got a TV show right now. What's the TV show called? It's called Lucifer.
Right.
And guess who plays Lucifer? Guess who plays Lucifer? It ain't a black man, but it is an oppressor. Because they know that they are Lucifer.
Right.
And it's going to get to the point we're going to ask them when they start to come crippling down and following down more and more in this empire. We're going to ask them, man, how y'all get to this point where y'all are just like us? Huh? Go ahead, Ashaya.
It's very heavy that you said that, sir, because you could look all through the Passion of Christ and Moses and all of this, and they want to play each and every other person. But now when it comes to them playing Lucifer, that should show everybody, like, you are a true deceiver, because who are you really? Who are you?
That is heavy, up.
Right.
That is very heavy. Give a Shia a hand, up. And Shia, even in the scripture says that there should be many that should come in my name saying that they are Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'm just paraphrasing. And it's just like that. They trying to be Christ. They want to be Moses. I hate that. I never have put my mind on it to watch that movie called Noah. I wanted to watch it, but I just can't watch it.
Right.
Like I couldn't watch Noah. I never watched Passion of the Christ. I know people was telling me they was crying in the movie theaters because they seen a white man getting beat for the first time. So I never watched it. I was like, listen, if I watch, I'm being there cheering like, God damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I have had to watch black men being beat on national TV. You know what I'm saying? We have had to watch that. But the scripture says, go ahead if you could, Baba Kushar.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
How art thou cut down to the ground? You know what I'm saying? You ever seen something get cut down to the ground? It means you're chopping it till it gets to a low point. You ever seen a tree get chopped down? What do? They cut it at the bottom and then it falls straight down. And that's what's going on with America right now. You hit them at the bottom.
Right.
Hit them at the bottom where all the poor people at. Hit them with the bottom where all the poor people at. People that work at Wendy's, McDonald's. What's some more cheap ass people that want at Walmart? You know, y'all chill out. Hit them at the bottom and guess what? The top gonna fall with it.
Right.
And that's what the Lord is doing right now. Listen, Bath, Bed, and Beyond, they was a giant. Like they said, they was a giant home company.
Right.
They made money off selling home goods. Jaleel, little baby, just chill. They said Bath, Bed, and Beyond was a giant home company, making all of this money, generating all this money, and guess what? They wasn't trying to take care of the people at the bottom, and guess what happened? The top had to fall right along with the bottom.
Right. Right.
That's what they don't realize. You got it, Cons.
Like, can I say a precept?
Con, go ahead.
Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe be to the inhabitants of earth and of the seal, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Right, damn right. Give a Kazamar a hand. Huh? Yeah, right. Read that again, Baba Kashai, if you could. If you're wondering why you starting to see the rise in racism amongst black, Latinos, and Native Indians, this is why right here. Go ahead, Baba Kashai.
Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens.
Rejoice, ye heavens. Be happy. Go ahead.
And ye that dwell in them.
Right. Those who dwell in heaven. Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Destruction of those that are in the earth right now. Destruction of those who love everything that conspires in this earth.
Right.
Oh, you love to take your trips over to the beaches. You love to go shopping in California. You love to go do all of these various things. California's on fire right now, right?
Right.
All you people that got your wine, look, you know, majority of the wine comes from California, right?
Right.
Guess what? Most of that is on fire. You ain't gonna be enjoying good wine now. Guess what? We like to drink Dublin. We like to drink Dublin. It's right here in North Carolina. When those get on fire, it's like we ain't gonna enjoy those now. He right. Cosmarket, that brother, he right. We got to stock up on Dublin here in South Carolina. Sister Naima is down there where the Dublin's at. We got to take a trip down there where she's at. Go ahead, Cosmar.
Woe to the inhabitants of earth and the seal of and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you.
And who?
The devil is come down unto you.
Right. The sea represents all the people that are inside the earth.
Right.
The scripture says the devil has come down unto thee. The devil is the so-called oppressor,
Right.
which is Esau, which is the so-called Caucasian man. The devil is starting to come down more on us, man. Go ahead.
Having great wrath.
Having what?
Having great wrath.
Listen, man, you wonder why they're doing so much wrath, shooting us down in the streets. Wondering why they putting us in jail and just murdering us in the streets. This is the reason why. Go ahead.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Because what?
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Listen, when January the 6th happened, right?
Right.
That oppressor knew then, we ain't got too much longer for this empire to fall.
Right.
That's why they stormed the Capitol during January the 6th. Because they knew they don't have that much time left. That's why they trying to do every and anything to keep this empire running, man.
Right.
They're trying to do any and everything to keep this empire running. Because they know they ain't got too much time left before this place falls. Go ahead.
You want to read that first, other one?
What verse was that right there?
Revelation 12:12.
Okay, Khan, Salaka, we're going to go back to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13.
Okay.
Isaiah 14,
Slack.
verse 13.
You can start at 12, Salaka.
Isaiah 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
How they're falling for heaven, oh Lucifer. Go ahead.
son of the morning?
Right, son of the morning means this is somebody that thinks that they're bright. How you don't feel from your high position? You's a bright man. You're supposed to be this smart man.
Right.
You don't feel from heaven, from this high state. Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Which did what?
Weaken the nation.
Yeah, you don't weaken all the nations on the face of the earth, you so-called oppressor. You weaken everybody. You weaken Africa. You weaken China. You weaken Korea, Japan. All of these different places you have weakened. Go ahead.
Verse 13. For thou hast said in thy heart,
They have said in their mind, go ahead.
I will ascend into heaven.
And guess what? They did ascend into heaven. They did go to a high point. They did go to the moon. Go ahead.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
And guess what? They did put their throne on the stars of God. Go ahead.
I will sit upon, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
And the mount of the congregation is the nation of Israel. They do sit upon us. They are the people that rule over us and have us and are the authority under the nation of Israel right now. That's what this oppressor did to us, man. They sit on the mountain of the nation of Israel. We are the congregation. We are those people. Go ahead.
In the side of the north.
Where are we at right now? Where are we at right now, brothers? Where we at right now, Akim and Akwatim? Where are we located right now? Read that again, Shayala.
In the sides of the north.
Where are we at right now?
In the sides of the north.
Where we at right now?
Sides of the north.
Go ahead, go ahead, Nayar. Where we at right now, Nayar?
In hell, sir.
Not that, but Kazimar, go ahead.
In North America, right?
We what?
North America.
We in North America. Where we at, Shayala?
In the sides of the north.
Where we at, Kazimar?
North America.
Shayala?
In the sides of the north.
They sit on us in the North America, man.
Right.
Not just blacks, but Hispanics and Native Indians. Man, do you know what they doing to our Native Indian brothers in them? And man, listen, man, they are. Listen, man, I feel. Listen. Barakatah wa Yahweh Shah for Commander General YAHANNA, man.
Right, so,
You know what I mean? Philip is showing us what's going on with our brothers and sisters on the reservations, man. These sick oppressors, man, are literally raping Native Indian women on the reservations, man. I read an article, man, where the father went looking for his missing daughter. And guess what he found when looking for his daughter? Man, it brought tears to my eyes, man, because I have daughters. A lot of brothers and sisters in this school, we have daughters. Especially our brothers in this school, man, we have daughters. And when I read the article on what he found, and he knew his daughter was dead, even though he doesn't have her body, he said he went looking for his daughter. The last place her cell phone was found out, he found her cell phone and a pair of her panties, man. Listen, I damn near lost it. I damn near lost it because I had to look at my daughters. And I said, you could see the hurt in his eyes, man. You could see the pain that he was going through. Like, that was his daughter. He went looking for his daughter. And he found her cell phone case and a pair of her goddamn panties, man. You go ahead, up.
True Kalakazar said the highest rate of suicide is on the reservation.
And that's the truth, man. And that's the truth. You know how much hell brothers and sisters are going through on the reservations? Like, listen, look, Nataza Gabar, man, our brother, he is a Gadite. He's a so-called Native Indian, like the oppressor like to say. And he tells us stories all the time about how it is on them reservation, man. And give it up for Big Gad, man. Big Gad, man. Pillar right here in I.S.U.P.K, South Carolina, man. You know what I'm saying? Who always reminds brothers and sisters on what's going on those reservations, man. We got a picture right now where Officer Nataza Gabar was downtown speaking to other brothers and sisters who were Gadites. And it is a glorious picture, man. We got to post it, man. Nataza Gabar, you know what I mean? Being a big Gadite, man, showing love to other Gadite brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? That's the picture right there. Waking them up, letting them know, like, listen, Gad is still here, man. You know what I'm saying? Gad is still here, and the Lord has woke up our Gadite brothers and sisters, man. And Officer Nataza Gabar is another pillar, man, in this school, man. You know what I mean? You go ahead with the rest of that up.
Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
And that's what they did when they went to the moon. When they went to the moon, they wanted to be like the Most High. The oppressor, which is the so-called Caucasian man, they did something that no nation had ever done in this earth before.
Right.
They were able to break the barriers inside of the heavens, which are in the stars, and they went to the moon. They went to the moon. And guess what they said when they landed on the moon? They said the eagle has landed. And in the Bible, Esau, which is described in Obadiah, he exalts thyself as the eagle.
Right.
When he went to the moon, he said the eagle has landed. And when he did this, it was because he said, I will be like the Most High. I will ascend to the heavens.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. Yet thou shalt bring down to hell.
Read that again. Salaki Bible shall read that again.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
That should be what?
Brought down to hell.
Go ahead.
To the side of the pit.
Ooh-wee. You're going to be brought down to hell, you oppressor. You think you was doing all these marvelous things. Listen, the 50s and the 60s was a glorious time for the oppressor. He had a good time. He went to the moon. He was able to do all these different things. But him doing them things, he didn't understand. That was the Lord prepare him to be brought down to hell, man. That was the Lord bringing him to a low state, to the size of the pit. Go ahead.
Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Is what?
Is this the man?
Lucifer is what?
The man.
Lucifer is the man. What did people call the Caucasian man back in the 70s? All right, now you got to be a little older to understand this one. Now I'm gonna see what your answer is, Trooper Nair. What did they call the oppressor in the 70s?
A man?
Damn right, give that brother a hand. He right. Hey, listen. In the 70s, that's what they call him. Hey, the man coming down on black folks in the neighborhood. Listen, the scripture says in the future, they said they're gonna narrowly look upon this oppressor and they're gonna say, is this the man? Go ahead.
Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
That made the what?
Earth to tremble.
When they dropped bombs in Japan, they did what?
Made the earth to tremble.
When they dropped bombs in Pakistan, they did what?
Made the earth to tremble.
When they dropped bombs in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they did what?
Made the earth to tremble.
When they was in Philadelphia and dropped bombs on that apartment complex with those brothers and sisters, they did what?
Made the earth to tremble.
Go ahead.
That did shake kingdoms.
Yeah, they shook all the kingdoms with them bombs. Go ahead.
Verse 17. That made the world as a wilderness.
Man, have you seen Pakistan lately? Afghanistan, where they dropped all the bombs at? It looks just like a wilderness, man. Go ahead.
And destroyed the cities thereof.
Shh, come on, man. Who else is this talking about, man? Who else has destroyed cities like this?
Right.
Shook kingdoms and nations. Go ahead.
That opened not the house of his prisoners.
Come on, man. Do you know how many black, Latino, Native Indian men and women are in prison right now, wrongfully convicted? They just released a brother like 4 or 5 days ago. He spent 30 years in prison for a rape he didn't even do.
Right.
And they had the evidence saying that he didn't even do it. Saying he didn't even do it. These bastards won't even release the prisoners, man. Why do you think when brothers and sisters get out of jail, they end up back in jail? Because their prison system doesn't help anybody. If you could you get me, damn, it's time to close it out. Salaki, man. It's 9:02, man. Hey, look, today is Monday. Commander General YAHANNA is doing Black Watch. After this class is over with, make sure y'all tune in, like, and subscribe to General YAHANNA's Black Watch. You know what I'm saying? Because General YAHANNA, listen, he's going to bring out some heavy topics in there. So the best thing for brothers and sisters to do when this class is over with, make sure you look on YouTube. Go to General YAHANNA, look for Black Watch. He'll have the updated video. Click on it, subscribe, like, watch, listen, and learn. With that, man, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shayala.
Get that wonderful priest and prophet in hand. Powerful clay. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K started out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits. For 6 months, they are here to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Means 10th of Hebrew Maisha. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Get to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upholy convocation. Memorial blowing under the trumpet. First day of the 7th month. Sunday the 25th of September 2022. Leviticus 23:24-25. Reminder to Akim and Akwab to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone want to be a troop in the school,
Start wearing all black boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.